I know with the fields where they're doing the manure management plans, they're doing the application, and that is the headwaters of the Walnut Creek in that area, and so that's all going into the Des Moines water system.
Talking to Eric Russ, he's the Dallas County Soil and Water Conservation Commission member that's here.
Current chairman.
Yeah, current chairman for the group. Tell us why you're here today.
Well, back in 2014, they built a refinement next to my home. It's about 8/10 of a mile away, straight southwest, so I get the summer breeze, prevailing winds and stuff. We don't put anything out on the clothesline anymore. We used to do our laundry and hang it out on the clothesline. Like, you never know when the wind is going to change and when it's going to come in. Forced off our porch, forced out of the yard because we can't just enjoy it, you know. There's no sense in building more confinements if we don't know how to handle the waste we already produce.
We're here to push for a building moratorium. It's a controlling industry, and they control the politicians right in there too. The solution is to stop what's going on and fight for it and get past a building moratorium on factory farms so we can figure out what the heck to do about the big problem we have. Some of the reasons why we need a moratorium: clean water, bottom of the states in water quality. That's an embarrassment. Keep in mind, these are outsiders coming in doing this to our state. The governor in there wants young people to come and locate in Iowa while the jobs ain't here. The state's not a clean environment, and if you're going to travel around Iowa, you need a mask, not only for COVID, but in some places for the stench and the health of the dealings of factory farm agriculture. It is not farming, it's industrialization. That's what it is. Yeah. They're using the good name of the family farmer to get away with all this. We need to stop it.
My name is Deborah Bunka, and I'm with Iowa Farmers Union, and I also serve on the IRA steering committee. And Farmers Union has been in support of this organization, an ally since the very first meeting 8 years ago. 4 companies alone own 85% of the market, and for chickens, beef, pork, and they are sucking the lifeblood out of rural Iowa. They are taking their profits out of state and leaving family farmers and communities, rural communities, to pick up the rest of the tab for the environmental destruction or infrastructure destruction, and that's not fair. Also, these corporations, while they're making millions, they're not paying farmers fair, and they're raising prices on consumers. It's not fair. Because of all of this, the consolidation, everything, rural Iowa is being hollowed out, and it doesn't have to be that way. We need a moratorium to slow things down, and then we need to reconsider this way of doing business that leaves farmers with little pay, trapped in a system they don't want to be in either. So that's why we support it.
My name's John Asprey. I live here in Des Moines, and I am a senior organizer with Food and Water Watch, as well as the chair of the Iowa Alliance for Responsible Agriculture. We are out here today to advocate for a moratorium on factory farms. Factory farms have run amok in Iowa, and they're polluting our waterways, polluting our air, ruining folks' quality of life, and putting independent farmers out of business. All of it for the profit of large corporations that are already rolling in the dough. Hit the pause button on this destructive form of industrial agriculture. So this year's the 5th year that legislators have introduced a bill. It's HF 2305, House File 2305, introduced by Representative Art Stade. And this year it has more sponsors than ever before. It has 20 sponsors and co-sponsors. We've gotten more support from legislators in the House and Senate this year than ever before. So this movement's growing. We want people to call their legislators. We want people to, mobilize and tell their county supervisors to support legislation for a moratorium. We want folks to get organized and to join the coalition, the Iowa Alliance for Responsible Agriculture, because together we can bring a better food and farm system to our state, and it starts with a moratorium on factory farms.